Warning spoilers for episode 4. That opening intro by Elaine was rather sad. She talks about how she and many kids her age use Harpner to fight the sadness within them. For kids to be so young and to feel so sad before they are fully grown really makes me glum and shows the failing in the adults who are meant to push their kids forward in the right path. I am curious to know Elaine's full story, as she talks about how her own feelings were too much to handle. I feel that she might have had a pretty traumatic life, which somewhat explains her being introverted to the others. I thought the episode would focus on her after this intro, but it didn't. Oh well, that doesn't matter, as OMG, this episode was absolutely fantastic. I was so hooked that I was glum towards the end. It was so good. But why is it so good? Well, this is the first time that most of Team Lazarus are working together on the same mission. It reminded me of a Mission Impossible mission, them all disguised trying to find out some clues for their mission. That's a great film, by the way, I recommend it. Them all working together makes for a lot of great character dynamics, making the entire episode more engaging. This episode had a lot of funny moments. Seeing these four guys react to their target's cringy video had me dying of laughter. I loved the facial reactions. The fact that Leland has to be disguised as a girl resulted in a few funny moments, although I did feel bad for Leland for having that creepy bloke eyeing him up. It sadly reminded me of poor Iron Man from AOT Season 3 Part 1. Why do certain animes love to make the young blonde boy disguised himself as a girl, and then having creepy men all over them? If I had a nickel for every time this happened to animes I have seen, I would have 2 nickels. Which is not a lot, but it's quite disturbing nevertheless. Moving on from all that, I must say that this might be the most visually impressive episode so far. The nightlife scene in this club filled with colors really made a lot of the character designs pop. I am reminded of how Ben 10 Ultimate Alien Force always looks better in the night than in the day, as the shadows and rim lightings always makes the design seem less flat. The same can be said for Lazarus. I like the show, but in the earlier episodes I must admit that the art style is rather flat at times, but whenever they're in shadows and there's a lot of cool lighting effects, it makes the designs pop. But this episode was stunning altogether. The colors, the beautiful background designs, and even the animation. Wow, the animation looked so smooth as butter sometimes. There were a lot of different fight scenes with both Axel and Christine, which really wowed me. Wow, Axel is an absolute maniac for jumping off the roof and hanging onto the helicopter. That was insane. This dude seems to be living life on easy mode. This guy is such a punk. He did not have to make the helicopter sink like that. What I really liked about this show is how Dr. Skinner's Harpner's downfall has shown us so many different reactions from people around the world. The men in this episode using the downfall as a way to make money is something I can see happening in the real world. People profiting off the suffering of others is something scummy humans would do. But I also love how we got small clues that will eventually, hopefully, lead to Team Lazarus finding Dr. Skinner. But each clue presents a mystery. I mean, this Delta medical place sounds very creepy. Seeing those test monkeys in those chambers was very eerie indeed. And that fallen monk at the end of the episode did feel like a big foreshadowing to the future. Oh boy, what does this mean? Regardless, I cannot wait for next week's episode. Tell me in the comments down below, what did you guys think of Lazarus episode 4? Did you like it or hate it? Tell me. Like this video, subscribe for more Lazarus reviews as well as other anime news updates, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings and more. But thank you for watching, and as always, a boy do the view signing out.